Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I actually needed a minute. I don't know why I started that. Okay. Steady. All right. Hold on. So sorry, guys. Ooh. Hold on, guys. He's a chipmunk. Hold on. Hold on. There's a red squirrel. Alright, my one and only red squirrel was trying to get to the baby robins. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Alright. Cheers to hi. Hello, Chiron and his Taurus today. Oh. What? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Alright, I gotta move this freaking thing. Okay. Oh, I just got turbulent. So Hmm. Let's see what we're looking at for weekend energy. I want to grab my black and white deck. Yeah, my black and white one. No, it's been a while since I used this one. Let's go with this one. It's still black and white. Actually, this one's black and gold, I believe. All right. Oh, good job, Courtney. Good job. Let me do what I do. I haven't used this deck in a while. I didn't even have a sip of my coffee either. Alright. I do need a sip of my coffee. I do need a sip of my coffee. Okay. Weekend energy. Seven of Cups. Four of Cups. The Tower. Temperance. Page of Air. Unexpected guest. There is interesting. That could be, I'm hearing international fire. Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, Tower, Temperance, Page of Swords. unexpected no, not delay. Baby, you can do it. Take your time, do it. Take your time making a decision. If there's a decision over the weekend, you do have somebody kind of keeping an eye on you. This Four of Cups, what I really want to do is read you like the meaning of the cards, but I'm hearing also like depiction. So all right. Not simple, guys. Not as I wish it was going to be simple. I don't think this is confusion at all. Well, might be a little, I don't know. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please. We have the Fool and the Ten of Swords. So it's almost like, I'm not going to say like a rescue, like someone wants to rescue you, or it feels like a rescue for some reason. So this is odd. Someone wants a new start, or somebody thought, or you thought there was an opportunity here, but it's deaded. But the fact that you got to the Ten of Swords, so there is a clearing. And again, I think it was Megan, right? You just told me about your Chiron, and that can bring up past trauma, past wounds, in order for you to heal, especially with Temperance. And it could be like, what the actual, fuck with the Tower. This does feel positive, though. So sitting, it's almost like it's basically saying this transit, you're kind of done with you are done with the Ten of Swords. If it does happen to come up, it's something that's being healed. Childhood trauma too, like something is coming into play. Chiron represents a lot of things. Also a new start as well. I'm getting pulled to my planet cards. I got my acid on you, but it kind of it's still a little confusing, guys. It's almost like, I don't know if this is like an out of nowhere energy. I don't have my pendulum, which I want. And then where's that? I'm actually going to get my mushroom pendulum and leave it over here. Just so you know, it feels like I have a pendulum when I need it. Isn't it adorable? Little mushrooms. Sit around. Okay. You might have a pause during the weekend, even though it seems like you won't. It's definitely a busy week. I remember saying that for the weekly read. There is someone shocked. I don't know if it's someone's gonna be more or less shocked. Whether that's you, someone else. But it has to do with you. The Magician with the 4 of Cups. Yeah, see, you're the Fool and the Magician. That's beautiful. But it could also be, where's Neptune? Is Neptune peeking through this weekend, guys? Does anybody know? Do you know, considering you knew the Chiron enters today? I think Neptune is also switching signs. That could be tricky. I don't know if someone's assuming. I got my eyes set on you. Yeah, see, there's somebody here that, I don't know, they're crushing on you. They could be younger. They could be, I don't know if you know this person exists. If you're dating this person, then yes. Oh, I almost feel like you're painting. I just heard you're painting the town red. That song hasn't come out in a while. I'd rather be famous than dead. Right? So it's like she's basically telling her haters to fuck off. I don't care. It's like somebody who determined to make it, they're gonna make it. And this might not make sense to you right now for some reason, but it will in the long run. You got the World too. So you got like the first 2 cards, the last card. Oh, tell me about this Tower. So it's almost like shutting down certain options or situations. I don't typically the 4 of Swords. So it's like sit around and medicate. I guess I'm freaking bored. Nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. This is it just, there's something really odd this weekend, guys. It's gotta be a transit that throws you off. It's throwing me off right now. So definitely something unexpected. I don't see drama yet. And I hate to say like yet. I'm not saying there will be. God, I keep dabbing myself. that too. If you're dancing, give yourself some room. Guess I'll stay running again. I don't see you guys doing that, but whomever has an eye on you, mind you, I didn't actually even ask Spirit, but this card was stuck to this card, but it felt like the Temperance wanted to come out, and I want to say Temperance was out during the week, so I didn't even question it. I just put the page out so it can kind of be what's next in this situation over the weekend. It does. It feels like I'm having chicken for dinner, chicken tonight. It feels like I am so freaking bored. It's I don't think it's you guys. It's there's like a tangled web here. It's something is not straightforward over the weekend. And I think it has to do with another energy. You know, it could be somebody watching you, somebody who's been non-active, you're not talking to, maybe no contact. Tell me about Temperance. I don't know if somebody's like, I got my acid on. Someone, I don't know. It's like maybe they think you need healing. I don't know. 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles with Temperance. It talks about long term. It talks about security. You got the Chariot. You are moving forward in a situation. So this to me is healing or protection. It could be an earth angel for the weekend. But with Chiron, it is a very healing. It tries to heal. I'm getting pulled to my card again. What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm okay with that. Let's see. And I want to say Neptune. Good morning. I want to say Neptune transits too. Common outside our solar system, deepest and emotional spiritual wounds, traumas, acceptance. This asteroid is named Chiron, the center of the wounds of the healer of Greek mythology. Chiron represents deep wound in our souls, attempts to heal the pain. The wound can arise in relationships, mental health situations, unless properly attended to. For those experience your personal transit to their own natal Chiron, the universe wants you to process some psychological truths so that you can come out stronger. And it is like, it's almost like, I don't know if you're faced in a situation where You're like, do I want this opportunity again? Do I want to create? Do I want to start new? Because it's almost like somebody wants to start new with this Seven of Cups. If you have options, you want to take your options out, or somebody wants you to take your options out. They definitely want you to create with them. And here comes the Tower. So I don't know if it's your end, their end. I just saw unexpected. But with Chiron out here, unexpected doesn't really make sense to me right now. The Tower can be like that. Somebody here could be very quiet, but you're going through a tower. But Chiron also, builds you up, makes you stronger. And the last read we did, it was about, letting fear go and stepping into your personal power. So that energy is still with you. This is kind of like spirit or an earth angel or possibly even a guide. Oh, we did have all the spirit animals. I love my little red squirrel in the backyard, but he was just trying to get to the baby robins, and the mom and dad were kind of like trying to push him out of the way. So I took care of it myself. It's almost like I've been protecting them as much as I can. It's only a matter of time, I need them to fly the coop. Or it's out of my hands. Now, you could be watching somebody go through this. Again, that card was stuck, but there is something telling me that there is or was or still is an energy that I don't think is healing. You might not even be talking to or being associated with. You got the King of Air. So it could be dealing with an air sign, or it's just somebody mentally like, what the fuck? And there's even and there's even a hangman. At the bottom of the deck. There's my little decks. I do want to see something real quick. The pig, whether near or far, is an omen of a phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors, all ambitions will be obtained. The cat indicates flattery. If near, number 6 foretells personal injury. We don't have a 6 out here. You'd think it's not a 6 because it's 51. The lion passages a sudden shock from bad news. Ten of Earth. That can be the Tower. The order denotes honor and recognition of labor. Near 48, a sure sign of business success. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health. On the Tower, bouquet of flowers, an absolute indication of a long and happy life. If children are nearby, extraordinary honors of fame, and that's on Temperance. So again, like a sudden shock of bad news, or to me it's almost like disappointment for somebody here. And it's almost like Spirit just stopped me. I'm not seeing a physical death. It's more number 30. The rod near predicts family quarrels and distant losses. So it is the Ten of Earth, but it's the Ten of Earth. It's not like the Ten of Cups. It could be a loss of a job, but I'm not really getting that. It's more somebody is more concerned about their financial needs if it comes to a family situation. For some, I remember saying earlier, right? I don't see a death. Didn't I say like I'm not predicting a death? Something like that. Yeah, see, it's not like a literal death. I mean, some of you, you never know. I'm not predicting it here. It did come out of my mouth, though. The roads turned, a dark cloud foretells misfortunes, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. I don't even know why I read that. I think here, so that there is energy lingering. Like, to me, you're not dealing with sit around and medicate. I don't know if this is somebody who's depressed. This doesn't seem like you guys' energies. Like, obviously it could be, but that's just not the vibe I'm getting. This vibe is more new beginnings. I'm not going to say like happy-go-lucky, but some of you it is a happy-go-lucky. Like, you are happy. And again, you do have 4 10s here, if I want to look at it that way, with the 10 of Earth, and then you have the 10, and then the 10, and then another 10. So you got 4 10s, which ends up being 11, 11, and it breaks down to 4. So which talks about a solid new beginning. And you have the Fool and the Magician. So again, with the Tower, I just don't think you're expecting what this is. And it honestly, guys, it might not even be you. It's almost like external energy possibly. And Spirit's like, all right, well, we still need you to know what the deal is over here. So this feels more like Mordain. It doesn't feel like emergent or and there's the 10 of Wands. So you actually have 5 tens that wanted to kind of make an appearance. Sit around and medicate. I don't think anybody's sitting around and medicating like that either. Well, there's always plenty of them, right? But not for my spirituals, not my OGs. I mean, I know people have days like that, but lonely days are gone. Lonely days are gone. Sit around and medicate. I'm so freaking bored. Nothing to do today. I think I'll sit and medicate. Well, we don't want anybody doing that. This song can be referencing so many different things depending on you yourself too. I mean, I've had a couple days like that, but to me, it's not like hardcore drugs. It's every once in a while. Gosh, I haven't done it in years and years, but I would once in a while, like just take, if I was really stressed, I would just take a Valium that day and plan on doing nothing but relaxing, because I was either the anxiety was way too high or I didn't want to deal, but nothing was like pulling me to like hardcore drugs or anything like that. And honestly, it's I guarantee it's never been more than like a handful of times that I've done that. And so to me, I am so freaking bored. That seems like drugs. So do be careful there. I'm still trying to get more information here for you guys, because this is where Spirit's kind of like, well, no, not exactly sure. I keep getting pulled with my sex cards too. So there could be sex over the weekend, great sex, non-sex. I don't know. You know what cards I want? That's on my little decks. Not too little, but little. Those should be over here where I can reach them. I'm actually just going to grab them now. That's what I'm kind of being told. I'm going to put them right there. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I know, I'm like hesitating. Do I go to the bathroom or not? I feel like I got to pee. Why am I hesitating? If you know friends who have like an ex addict or a friend, people go to the bathroom and do drugs, right? All right. I don't know why I'm questioning. I don't feel like I gotta pee, and I'm hearing go pee. Like, so bathroom thoughts, but that's my brain was somewhere else. Let me pee. Be right back. Okay. I did end up going to the bathroom. Well, I didn't end up going to the bathroom, but I ended up going into the bathroom and talking to the birds. But I did see fireworks, so I guess it was a bathroom thought that I just had to pay attention to bathroom thoughts. For those who are jumping on and do not know me, welcome. I'm Courtney, but for as long as I've been doing tarot, I don't know, 7 years, almost 8 maybe. I usually always, my coffee makes me go pee more than any other drink in the world. And I usually go like once or twice in the morning, but I end up getting like bathroom thoughts. And everybody, when they're in the bathroom, if you think about it, you're thinking, oh, I gotta pee so bad. Oh my God, I don't want to pee my pants. It's something, right? Or your stomach hurts. It's something. But for me, it was, maybe I got distracted with the robins protecting their babies. But I did get pulled to fireworks, and then I got pulled to Katy Perry. And I don't know if she does a fireworks song. What you like, there's no going back. Dun, 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 dun. That song came through last week, or this week, or last week. Fireworks, a couple weeks away. But in some locations, obviously, the beach, for instance, I'm not positive anymore, but I want to say Hampton Beach still does fireworks every Friday or Saturday night in the summer. Although Is it summer yet? When is summer? The 21st? Hey Siri, when's the official day for summer 2026?
Okay, I found this on the web for when's the official day for summer 2026. Check it out.
Give me a fucking break. June 21st, Sunday. So this Sunday. All right, it's today the 20th, or tomorrow's the 20th. Okay, so actually it's this Sunday. So there is something about summer in your reading. And so summer solstice is also over the weekend. We got Chiron. I want to say Neptune is going into Gemini or Pisces. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive there's a transit this weekend with Neptune. It could just be the Pisces within your chart. There is going to be a shock here. You could find someone OD'd in the bathroom, or you're keep an eye on your surroundings, even though I'm not getting anything huge. This is more of channeling. I don't think you need to worry about this person in particular, but you do have an energy here that's like, what the fuck? But it's very mental for somebody here. And I don't think that's who you're with. Very stressful weekend for some. I don't know why, but well, hold on. Let me take a Valtrex, because I feel like I'm hoping it's just me channeling, but I felt it's like a horse pill too, guys. I felt like the other day I was possibly getting a cold sore, and I typically only get them with stress, but I'm stressed. I mean, everyone always has a little bit of stress, right? I'm looking at the letters. Typically I would have just taken it, right? E9, is that a 9? E8, F, FE, that could even be a B. Don't take random pills if somebody says, oh yeah, I have something for a headache, You know how people dig stuff out of the bottom of their purse? It could even look like dirty, but you can kind of make out it's a Tylenol, but you don't care. Came out of your purse, but it might not be a Tylenol, or you're questioning it. You know how you're at the bar, you watch your drinks. Even at home, pay attention. Because my glasses are off and I can't really see what I'm looking at here. So be smart. And I'm almost positive there's a 4-planet alignment that you can see in the sky this weekend. Stress isn't even on the board. I mean, yeah, with the tower, but the tower can be like a really good transition. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. But it's almost like somebody is sitting around not doing anything, or somebody's sitting around and waiting, and it looks like somebody's going to miss an opportunity here because the doors were open. There's options, there's different ideas. It's a 7 of Cups. You can put so many different things in each cup, but with the Fool, you're deciding to have a fresh start, and it's creating a foundation. Now, I think somebody else is not crazy about the foundation you're building, maybe. It could be a friend, a family member, a coworker. The thing with Temperance here, for me, with Chiron being out, good chance it's healing, right? But this 10 of Earth to me is almost like you're protected. Like this foundation is, your foundation is protected. Like Mother Earth, like almost like an earth angel. Again, it could just be a spirit animal. Tell me about the 7 of Cups for the weekend, please. 7 of Cups. You have the Composer. Look how beautiful. So you are choosing happiness, art. I mean, these two cards go beautifully together. You're creating, and it could be with a person or with yourself or with spirit. Tell me about the 4 of Cups. It's almost like you're taking options off the table, or somebody wants you to take options off the table. And you have the element. The Elementalist. Look how beautiful. So again, it's you're creating. So something this weekend definitely brings some type of completion, especially with the 4 10s. Tell me about the Tower for my spirituals. What's the Tower for my spirituals? I mean, this could be like, oh my gosh, I feel something. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's way back in the day, some type of song. Oh my God. We have the 4 of Cups with the Tower. And then we have the Swan, which is the Empress. These are not major arcana. Like in the deck it is, but not like part of tarot. So it's like it is for my spirituals or a mother figure. Some of you could be getting engaged. I don't see that, but there is something very much here that could lead to something like that. If this is a mother, I wouldn't say it's, I want to put it as your energy and not somebody else's energy. But we still have a lot of karmic shit floating around. But this is seems more like a personal message, like, yeah, hey, here we go, like, not about how somebody else. So yeah, you guys are the Empress over the weekend with the Tower. 4 cups. You got 4 cups twice. You have every element on it though, so you can work with every element. Which is why you have the Magician. So you are manifesting something here, and it looks like you are healing, and whatever this is long term. This energy, I don't know. I'll get to it, but like this is positive. You're choosing to heal. You're choosing to create, especially with the Magician, the composer, the art, the elements. It's fucking gorgeous. Maybe it shocks you. Or again, it could be somebody else. You do have, like I said, you got Judgment at the bottom of the deck. It's almost, you're making a judgment call. Someone will not like your judgment call, but who gives a fuck? Why is there gotta be this person in the fucking reading? Who cares? And being the Empress, making this decision is huge. So I don't know if I don't think you're confused. You could be questioning your decision, but no, it's you follow through without questioning. This is interesting. Because you are in tune with yourself, guys. I mean, you really are. So don't let anybody tell you you're making a mistake, or maybe you should think something through. Tell me about Temperance. Because if you ask me, it's almost like you're aware of what you're doing, but are you aware that this goes long term? I think so. And with Temperance, you have the 3 of Pentacles, which is, working together. Someone here is working solo, but it is usually working together. So again, some of you, this could be an earth angel, and if it's not an earth angel, 5 of Ambers, 5 of Wands. Yeah, see, this is somebody else's, like I said, like it's somebody else I wouldn't say wants to cause drama, but if you're healing together with somebody, and it could just be your spirit guide. It could be if you have a mom who's passed over, you might feel her this weekend, or she's working with spirit. It could be a grandmother, but it'd be maternal. Doesn't have to be maternal, but I did say that. I don't know if someone here is adopted. It would still be linked maternal. But see, here's the thing. No, see, if you're adopted, guys, that's all right. Like, I know you guys might struggle with some things, but in all reality, I'm not talking like foster care. I'm talking like being adopted. Those individuals got a lot of love. It's only the corrupt, cheap ones that take advantage of that, and they'll find a 6-bedroom apartment just to foster children to So that is their income and more. And, you know, with food stamps and the whole fucking shebang, which is pretty fucking shitty, but you could be having one of those weekends, but I don't think so in the sense of pity or, but it could, you could have like this idea, because there was an idea that was blooming and is blooming, but if there's a feminine woman crossed over, for some of you it could even be your best friend. It's definitely a feminine. It's almost like you're shocked yourself, because it's guys, this is like an overnight thing without it being obvious. The cards are saying it's kind of obvious, but your brain is not saying it's obvious. Maybe because you just don't understand. I mean, some of you could be like, oh, I thought the opportunity was here. Or this is somebody else being like, oh, I thought the opportunity was here. It's almost like Spirit's trying to get me to figure this out before we figure that out. Which is telling me it's probably not relevant this weekend. I mean, no one wants to make somebody feel like this or an outsider, but it might be necessary. This could be someone you don't even know likes you. It can be an ex. It could be someone who's just, they've had their eye on you. And with all these cards out here, it's been a while. It's been a long time. It's, 10 years, if not more. Could be last 10 days, but I'm not getting it. This is a deeper weekend spiritually for everybody with these transits. Tell me about the Page of Air. The O-R-E-S. What's that? Oars? The oars? What's number 8 in Major Arcana? Number 8 in Major Arcana. Strength. Oh, orbs. Wow, I didn't see that. Orbs. Okay, so you could be even like taking pictures. It could be a face in the picture. It is the Strength card. So some of you, it could also possibly be you looking at something, wondering, am I making the right decision? This is scary. It could be scary for the masculine. So if this is like a partnership, a friendship, a relationship, it looks good. It looks like the woman's more okay, I can do this. You're strong enough. This could even be a spirit guide. And this is the energy that's what the fuck. Because it does look like you have the dead with you. And not in like a karmic way, not a freaky way. A lot of you is probably animals. Maybe meditate on that. Is what I should have did. I didn't even think. Especially with all that energy coming out with like the new animals and guides. I did get pulled to a grasshopper, and then I remember being like, oh, I remember being a kid and not being crazy about grasshoppers. I thought they were great, but I didn't like the way they stick to you. So again, it's almost like it sticks to you. I don't like that. I am so freaking bored. Nothing to do today. I think I'll sit around and medicate. But I'm getting like drinking. If you're a feminine, you're very fertile. The sperm are very active this weekend. I will tell you that. If you're trying to get pregnant, you might not be the best weekend. I'm not seeing anyone infertile here. But somebody's like, it could be an ex. Maybe you wanted children, so you called it off with somebody. You realize, you love somebody for years, and you guys, you're younger, and now you're talking about X, Y, Z, and come to find out somebody doesn't want children. The other story could be you do want children. Very fertile energy over the weekend. It's almost like, I don't know, I feel like there's a myth, like you can, I don't know, it's almost like I see a woman squatting to go pee like in a river, but like way, 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 way back in the day, or not even, I'm saying pee because I pee in a river, but I'm not saying she's peeing. I think she's like cleaning herself, but like there's an old myth, like careful, don't clean here, you can get pregnant or something. It's like picking up STDs from a toilet seat. Like it's one of those, like a tail, like a foreign tail, even like could be an Asian tail. You could have a past life, and it like internationally, it could be Asia. I did say something in the very beginning to read something about international. It pulled me more to like flights or whatnot, but this is energy. So again, half of us, I didn't even realize until like I'm actually seeing it for you guys, the extent of eternity, entity, the extent of, you have like a pack with you. Like, here we go again, like it's pulling me, it's like a wolf pack. Like you have a team with you over the weekend, almost like when you make this decision. And I don't think you're like, okay, I'm making this decision and that's it. It's almost like you gradually or just fall into the decision. But it's like they're rooting for you. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles, please. The Weaver. Beautiful. Yeah, no, I mean, this is you creating life. This is, I'm hearing life force. I see a wing right there, but then I'm trying to figure out this right here. Like the symbol. So it could be something with like sigils. Oh, look, guys, you can't look at this. See the wings? Look at the wings. So this is orchestrated for, I'm going to say hundreds of thousands. I don't know about millions, but this is definitely birth chart situation. And when birth chart situation comes into the collective, it's a mass of the collective. Like say you cut a pie, but in thirds. I don't know why I'm seeing thirds. And that's a big slice of fucking pie. I'm looking at it as a meat pie though. some people look at it as an apple pie. I don't fucking know. Meat pie is heavy. So maybe there is something heavy here, but maybe I shouldn't look at something as meat pie. What the fuck, Court? Where are you going with this? And you have the Three of Pentacles, which is 3 slices of pie. You're cutting a pie into thirds. What the fuck? What was I saying right before this? I was trying to figure that out. The wings, the weaver. I mean, this is beautiful. Like, whatever you're creating here, it's like they're rooting for you. Oh, blueprint. Oh yeah, astrologically, like the transits. So I would say, hundreds of thousands of you are in this transit over the weekend. I'm hearing something about Monday. Okay, so it's Sunday though, summer solstice. Some of you personally have women on the other side, and some men, but strong feminine energy on the other side coming through, making sure, like, you are creating something with this 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, teamwork. And if you don't know what this is in reference to, these are shapeshifters. So you could have somebody where you see, oh, I thought I saw yada yada, and you look again and that person looks nothing like that person, or you're looking around that person or beyond that person because you're like, oh, I could have sworn right there. So you might get a glimpse of somebody you know, or somebody you thought, passed away, or you get a feeling of warmth. Now, with the tower is powerful energy, but it's not hitting the normal way. What it's doing is rerouting your life. Literally, like, something can change overnight here. And that does not happen that often, guys. It usually only happens in a massive fucking transit. And this is subtle. You think with the tower it's shocking, but it's not. It's subtle. And you have the 4 of Cups twice. You would think it's like somebody else's energy being hit or swarmed by bees. Okay, so this karmic energy, some people are being swarmed by bees. Then I'm getting killer bees, and then Wu-Tang because of the song I played for the week. Energy. Nothing to do today. I think somebody's being laid out. So there isn't interference. It's a deep spiritual reading this weekend for you guys, which is beautiful. It could be unexpected. Oh, here we go again, unexpected. What is this Fool energy? To me, with this 10 of Swords over here, that's like an ending. And you have the Wanderer, right? Yep, the Wanderer and the Star. Yeah, see, something here is destined. Hello. Yeah, so that, I mean, definitely, to me, it's not an Aquarius. We do have one there, but with the Star and with the Fool and the Magician and Temperance, this is, again, destined. It's it could be destined for a certain part of the collective, or it just has to do with your birth chart. But it's almost like you're about to create something with, you might have some knowledge, but to what depth, I don't think you're aware. You might be like, okay, like, I don't know, like, no, there's still something. Tell me about this magician. It's beautiful. You are going to put work into something. And then you have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, see, with the magician, holy shit. And you have the star right there, the star and the 9 of Cups. Some of you, this is a wish. It could have been a wish that is being granted. It could have been a wish from 20 years ago. Wow. Very magical weekend. Don't overthink. Tell me about this 4 of Swords. You have 444 too. I like that. The 7 of Cups, which is right here next to the other 4 of Swords. Okay. It is, do I keep my options open? Do I not? 3 of Cups. Wait. 3 of Chalices. 3 of Chalices. Oh my God, this deck has 2 of the same card, guys. I've never noticed that. Well, talk about a message for you. I'm like, what? How did I misread that? So 3 of Cups with the 9 of Cups and the star. That, I mean, yeah. You could be a wanderer, you know, Billabong, trying to figure out what's next, whatever the case may be. I love the frogs. And the 7 of Cups. So again, you 7 of Cups here, 7 of Cups. Here is the 4 of Cups, the Tower, 4 of Swords. Wasn't there another 4? No. And that's with the Magician, so that's awesome. Then the 4 of Swords, we got the 7 of Cups, which brings us back here to the Composer, which is beautiful energy, options, different ways you can go. You get to decide what baskets you want to fill. Do you want to fill them halfway? No, I mean, I wouldn't do anything half-assed, but maybe you only want to fill something halfway. No, you don't want to start something that way, I'm hearing. So there is something starting here. Maybe you thought, I don't want to date, I don't want to do this. I don't know if this is a relationship, and it might not be. But I don't know why I got pulled to that dynamic. And it's like, nah, I want to be single. I want to date. I want to do this. And then next thing you know, you're in a scenario. But this is where Spirit wants you. Is placing you for like your next chapter. Tell me about the 7 of Cups here. Over there we have the Composer, creating. I'm getting more art, mystical energy. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So here's that anxiety. And it's almost like, see, there's a little swan here. And I like that swan much better. This is more of a goose, I guess. But it's like, a nightmare, but you're not phased. Or see, somebody's not phased. Or maybe you feel like, oh my God, do I want to be in a commitment? Do I want to just commit to one person, place, thing, job? There is something, and it's not telling me exactly what it is for you, but it's sufficient. This could just be something freaking you the fuck out. Maybe you thought it was laid to rest. Or maybe or you feel like you're being fixed up, or it's something. There's something here, and you keep going back and forth. And I think you're very open to the Seven of Cups in the sense of, okay, what's next? I'm excited. We have these cups. Even the ones that are full, you can still put a little more joy in there. Tweak them, empty the cups, clean them out. What's in your cups? I'm even getting like picturing yourself emptying 7 cups. What do you want to fill them with? Which ones are you going to keep open, closed? But that seems like a lot to do over the weekend. But some of you, I can't imagine, maybe a handful of you might be doing that. You're so creative here, though. Like, it's something is not stopping something with all these fucking wings that you have surrounding you. And beauty, intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, gratitude. Tell me about this King of Air, because I don't know if this is an outsider. I haven't been able to ping this energy. And when I was talking about it earlier and pinging, whatever that means, pinging, I know what it means, but not happy about a situation. I do not want 5 cards, but I will tell you it is the 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, the Miser, that's not good, 8 of Garden, Pentacles, Infinite Path, King of Air, please tell me about the King of Swords. Ace of Swords, communication. Wow, I guess Spirit has a lot to say. 8 of Pentacles. So we have communication, 8 of Pentacles, working on something. Then we have the 2 of Swords, so a decision with the 5 of Pentacles. So, yeah, see, somebody's going to be left out of a situation over the weekend. Is it because it could be because of their own anxiety, their own demise? You are dealing with, it wasn't the Weaver. What was it? It was the, but it was in the other deck. The Miser. So I do see some truth in a situation with the 8 of Pentacles, which is great, making a decision. But this decision comes with a loss for somebody else. So there is a masculine energy here. It could be a feminine and masculine energy, but to me, it definitely seems like an authority figure, and it could be authority with law, but like more like an older brother, a father, an uncle, like someone who just thinks they're older and wiser. It could be a lawyer. It could be a bail bondsman. You might see like it's almost like somebody trying to escape, but you can't escape what this is. It's like being ghosted, and I hate that fucking word. You could be ghosting somebody. I hate that word. It's so blah. I mean, you might just go like crickets on someone because you're going in a new direction. You might have to go crickets on someone, or you have to see. To me, this doesn't seem like a big deal, but it clearly is. It is whomever that masculine energy is. It's their loss. You know, it's them. It's like somebody who puts themselves on the outside and would rather just, sit there, maybe have an attitude, sharp tongue. They think they're speaking the truth. They think they have knowledge. And it's just really somebody who it's almost like wants control, but I never get the King of Swords as controlling. Where's my other deck? Get the fuck out of here. It should be right here. Did I grab it? No. I moved these cards right over here. Thank you. Here we are. Tell me about this King of Swords. Compromise, third party. Pride and ego settling. Because you kind of have like over here, it's like a death of an ego type situation. And then I mean, it could be a wake-up call. Like, hey, keep your options open with this, with the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups doesn't even necessarily mean keep your options open. It is how you choose to fill your cups, how you choose to spend your days, how you choose to look at the future, how you choose to build, how you choose to love, how, tell me about this King of Swords energy. I'm not getting like the best vibe. And I mean, it could be someone you just stopped talking to and exclude it, but like, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like an energy that's just kind of like there. Or, okay, is healing. We knew that anyway. Divine timing. Careful you're not dealing with somebody who wants to settle. Some people look at settling down much differently than other things. But there is like some type of contemplation here, which comes with purging. So this is also telling me that this is linked to the Chiron over the weekend. I don't know if this is you telling. Okay, let me Where's my crystal? Sit around and medicate. I kind of feel like this is a good thing because it's somebody who is making the decision and fighting some type of possibly mental battle in their head. I just don't like the settling. I don't know if it's somebody else. Tell me about, I want to know what the settling is. Free will. So it's Dark Night of the Soul. Okay. Getting out of certain cycles. You got the devil, new direction, third party. Yeah, see, whatever's happening here with one individual, for some of you, it is definitely healing, getting out of, it's almost like they have to make a choice to take themselves out of a certain situation. But if you're dealing with this energy compared to all this beauty, the feminine might get left behind. The feminine might be ghosted. I feel like Spirit's playing a trick on you here. They want you to see something. Maybe there's anxiety here. Again, with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. It's like thought, but like your thoughts. Again, like Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. But this Seven of Cups is gorgeous. You get the Composer. So this is definitely anxiety. My anxiety. I think it looks like you're definitely going, it looks like you're going after something here. You're wrapping up a cycle with something or someone. And it very much could be you shutting down a relationship, you wanting to be single, you don't want to date, or this could be like you wanting to date, or you agreeing to go into a relationship, working together with the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Earth, long term, weaving, because you are creating here and you're being guided. It's like working together, Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles. It's like somebody missing you or somebody who ghosted or you, and then the decision here. But the thing is, like, it's divine timing. I again, everybody looks at settling differently. I hope this isn't saying like, please be careful because you will be settling. But settling can be a good thing here. But why does it feel like it's got to be questioned? I'm gonna have to dig in that in there for you, but I also need to run upstairs and put ice in my coffee now because it's no longer warm. I'm back. I just got pulled to up here. You do have the Tower here. These are like messengers, and it says the Lion. So you just sudden shock of bad news. But the Swan is the mother with the 4 cups. There could be like an overdose, but, and I'm surprised I said that, but I did say, sit around and medicate. But if that's the case, I'm not really seeing death. It's like more maybe a coma. Others of you, this is just, it's very spiritual. Tell me about the Tower. It's a lesson here. One more for the Tower, please. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely being guided. Remember, there's a lot of beauty here. I feel like people are getting confused, and it could be the more I go on, but it's not. Again, those 7 of Cups could be some type of confusion and anxiety, and you're just thinking about it, but like, it's something here is more action oriented here, because you are creating. It's like how I feel like up here, like it's all spiritual. Like it could be a mother figure, it could be an animal that comes in, it could be a friend. Oh, I thought I saw this or that, but it's not them. It's like, but it's like with strength. So it's the anxiety, my anxiety. But the beauty that you're fucking creating, you don't see. It's a given. So it's definitely in your unconscious area, and you're like, oh, I know what this is saying yet, but like, okay, so you think you're like a little conscious of it, but not to the extent, right? Is again, for some of you, somebody could be in, you make it engaged over the weekend, and you're like, oh, I never thought this would happen. Like, it's you guys had to have completed some type of lesson. You are being guided here. The feminine energy and the masculine are being guided, but there's so it's like you are going to follow suit here. I'm really trying to dig into this one for you. I don't usually dig like this, guys. I really don't. I find it very odd that I'm doing this. Because everything here seems like not on a whim. It just is very clear. You're creating, there's a new beginning. This is your happiness. For some of you, this is especially a wish. You literally have the Star, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Like, this is something you wished for. It could have been 30 years ago. It could have been 2 weeks ago. Chances are it was probably more like 3 years ago or 15 years ago, because wishes don't come in overnight. I mean, yes, they can, but that's more like a coincidental thing, like a path it was meant to go down. Your intuition was kind of just telling you, right? When there's a lesson attached to it. And to me, the lesson's already been learned, because now you're being guided. So it's almost like you can sense it, but you might be questioning, because there is anxiety here. So you might, for you or somebody else, you might be questioning this path. And you're not blinded. It comes with the 10 of Pentacles. So this is something you would definitely know what this would be in reference to. Let's see the outcome to this, because it could be the opposite of something that was on their end. What was the lesson? Just the outcome, forgiveness. So you're forgiven a situation, they're forgiven a situation, somebody does admire you, maybe you're having a tough time with this tower. Do I want to accept, I'm hearing this invitation, do I want to accept that? It's like a lesson for you to like kind of like follow through, but to me, it's like you're not in your head like that. You could be, but the buckle sticks. This is the feminine energy forgiving a certain situation. I don't know what it is for you. It doesn't have to be another person. If it's another person, it doesn't mean like you guys are talking. It just means, you know what, I feel guided to go in this situation. This isn't working. That's not working. Yada, yada, yada. But this is more what's happening without you even kind of being aware of it, which is even nice, even better. And I'm seeing that miser. So you still have a miser around too. That's kind of like up your ass for some reason. So it's like, to me, you're going to pass this lesson. I'm not saying with flying colors. There might be some hiccups, but temperance along with healing, and I'm not even really getting patience. It's more of like a healing, especially with Chiron. And then you have the Weaver with the Ten of Earth. Like, you're creating, some of you, a legacy. And it could have to do with your work, but the Ten of Pentacles more talks about, like, there is a solid foundation here, especially with the Weaver. Like, you can create, if you build it, they will come. So it's, I don't know. It's like you kind of sit in here being like, do I want it? Do I not? For some of you, but others of you, it's not like that. It just fucking happens. And then, I don't know, maybe Sunday, Monday, you're like, what the fuck did I just do? Or what just happened? Or I don't know. I don't think you're naive to this, but it's fucking mysterious. And again, there, this King of Swords, it could be somebody who always has anxiety. It could be like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but like with the Ace of Swords, the truth does come out here. Like, it could be somebody who's been keeping an eye on you, but it's like that energy now has strength. And again, it's the orbs. So it's almost like that guided strength. Like, you just got like an extra piece of strength here. But with the Five of Pentacles, it's like someone being left out or ghosted with the Two of Swords, which is kind of a little bit of darker energies. But then again, divinely guided. And I can already tell that with no clarification cards out. I'm not the normal reader, guys. I wouldn't even say like clarification in the sense of, I don't know where Spirit's trying to go with that. It's, you might be getting, like, there is clarification for you to be like, yay, okay, like, yep, here, doing this, going long term, but you might know it brings long term. Oh man. There is a lesson learned. I don't know if you find out something new with this Empress energy, but it is, or it feels like a sudden rush, but then it could instantly be like a quick backup. But see how it's like he's building the window as if he's building a church. And with the Five of Pentacles here, it's like, all right, we got a little further, we're building around. But now this person is exhausted, but I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same person with the King of Swords here. Because this is like working together with temperance, healing, having the strength. Somebody really could have missed you here, but I feel like you're ghosting a certain situation here, and I don't know what this is. It's so fucking random. It's like somebody's loss. Somebody else's loss here. But I don't know why you got an energy here that's looking at it as a loss if this is like a loved one or something, because again, it could be somebody. Somebody has to communicate. It could be a family member with the Ten of Earth here, and it's like, all right, well, if somebody new comes into the picture, I might feel a little lonely because or because somebody else is in the picture. But I don't know, motherfucker. But whatever this is meant to go down. And then again, you have the healing, and then settling, contemplation, free will, cycle, dark night of the soul. But again, the Star, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, like this is, it's guided. Not only that, there's hundreds of thousands out there that are experiencing this particular transit. And Sunday is summer solstice. So on top of like Chiron, Neptune, I think there's 4 planets right now over the weekend all doing something. I'm pretty sure Neptune is going into Gemini. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure Neptune is shifting gears as well. So maybe like whatever maybe was delusional or not being seen, now you're seeing it. This could be you, because it's like free will here, but it's I don't think so, because all this feminine energy up here, and you could be a masculine and feminine energy, but this is more about creating. So to me, it's kind of excluding that energy, and it is really just talking about this masculine energy here. And they could be going through a really hard time in life, and it could be who you're dealing with, and it, you know, in the sense of who you're forgiving. So I don't know if so is it the masculine here that's, you know, contemplating? Or is it the feminine energy here that's contemplating? To me, I'm hearing it's the feminine energy. You're worried about this. So maybe this is somebody who's ghosted you. They've gone crickets. You know, you went through the 10 of Swords with this energy, and you're just like, you know, cycle after cycle, and you're like, fuck this. But there is a shift here. There is a change here, because with the Dark Night of the Soul and the Chiron that rules, you know, past lives, past pain, deals with relationships, family, wounds, old wounds. So it's almost like they're being healed. And if anything, this is causing some type of old wound for you. So it almost looks like this is the feminine energy. And you're like, am I really going to do this? Because it almost is like you're putting yourself in a scenario over the weekend that you're not even aware of. And it's whatever it is like out of the blue. It could be a moment in the sky, in the night skies. Like, what am I, a fucking poet here? You know, and something just like clicks, or you realize like, oh shit, I've been being guided. You are. And again, there's a mother figure here, or a feminine energy, like a best friend. I don't know how 40 years, I don't know how 70, I don't know how far back we're going here. Grandparents, maternal. I don't know what this fucking maternal thing is. Paternal, grandparents. Definitely is like, this is where we want you. And I honestly think the woman is contemplating, because even me, I even mentioned a couple things with this settling. So, but to me, this is a good vibe. This is what heals. So I don't know if you're struggling with the word settling, or you're struggling with all this contemplation, because it old wounds are being brought up. But it's ideal. It's kind of perfect, because it's you're also, I'm hearing like airing it out. It's almost like airing out your dirt, airing out your laundry. Maybe just to like this one particular person. No, it sounds weird when I'm saying that. There's something about like ice cold. I don't know. My finger was going numb on my mug right here. This, okay. What is this? Who does this settling belong to, please? Who does this settling belong to, please? Let's take a energy. I don't want those two, but you do have the Ace of Pentacles and Garden Chimes. That is beautiful. It is a new start. I mean, it's the Ace of Fire and the Garden Chimes. Wow. So I said I didn't want these. I'm still going to get another one. I was looking more for like a queen, a king. I was looking more for a court card or a page to see what type of energy we're working with. What does that say? Prattering? It's the Death card. So it is like all these sevens, guys. Very spiritual. 777. It is like a phoenix, even though something here will not feel like a phoenix. Per diem. It's per death, but like I'm getting not per diem. I'm getting I want to say carpal tunnel, not carpal tunnel. It's carpe diem. Holy shit. So it is like a rebirth. It is a new start. So you might need to look at the way, you might have to change the way you're looking at like a settling. Settling. Tell me about settling. Dark Night of the Soul makes sense, you know, major life change, because it is like something overnight. And you got the Six of Fire, which is moving forward, which is beautiful. It's victory. Victorious energy. Did I say notorious energy? I guess I'll say Medicaid. So you will be triumphant here. And again, it's the Ace of Wands. I would like something more solid there, but I mean, all these other cards are pretty fucking solid. To me, again, like the end of a cycle. Again, you're being guided. There is, you know, healing. It is teamwork. Prisms. I don't know if you have any, you know, like I try to not put them in my car. I do have one, but I block it in the summer with the visor. So I am getting pulled to, well, I'm actually seeing a kaleidoscope. Which is like artsy, which is pulling me to the composer over there. Maybe you think if you open this door, I'm fucked. Or you think you're fucked, but you're not. Like you still have all these 7 cups. while you own the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. To me, this isn't disbelief. It's just this. See, with the Seven of Cups, sounds like I'm confused, but it's not this. But there's no confusion here. It's almost like knowing what you want, taking it without really knowing if you want it. But something's telling you you must want it if you're going to take it. I mean, the only thing that really makes sense here. So maybe consciously you're like, I don't fucking know. But then it's like, you might as well just take it. And I don't know what that's in reference to, but it is. Maybe if you're the type that, you are keeping your doors open and the energy open, and, with the Seven of Cups and the Composer, and it's almost like you're creating beauty with the cups. And it's not just one cup you're filling here. Like it's almost like 3 cups, 9 cups. So to me, I don't think this is like instant gratification, instant, I don't know. There is something instant here. It's very fucking odd. No, I wouldn't say odd. I don't know why they're having me say odd. It's a beautiful fucking read. A 1. I want to get high, so high again. So some people, it is karmic here. Someone could have been a drug addict, an alcoholic. There's some type of forgiveness. But with the Tower, no, see, karmic energies are going down. And this weekend is very much guided. I mean, I can't stress it enough. The amount of guidance you have here. Never mind divine timing, guide, the star, temperance, these other energies. It's almost like children being protected too without you knowing. You could have like a late uncle, like a younger energy that maybe passed away, a son. Because this is the Strength card with the orbs, but it feels like, I'm chicken tonight. It feels like melancholy, but I think this is somebody else's disappointment. Maybe they waited too long. Maybe, this is someone who likes you. Nothing's telling me that this is a relationship, X, Y, Z, but it's definitely something permanent. And it comes with healing. Phenomenal. So whether it's good news to you or bad news to you, it is permanent and it is beautiful, even if it's bad news. Say it's with somebody else, like not who you're supposed to be with. But to me, that's not the vibe I'm getting. This is more like it's being situated. There is a karmic cycle that is wrapping up. It was meant to come in this weekend with these transits. Again, probably has a lot to do with, your Chiron, and it does rule relationships, guys. But this is also acceptance, and you might have to, accept this forgiveness. How many times in the last year or 6 months I've said to myself with this forgiveness card that keeps coming out, it almost feels like it's a lot of people's. Like there's 7 of them, which needs to be like 10. So, 3% might not choose this path, but that's not for us to worry about. It does look like 2 people choosing this path. That's like way too many. So, yeah, I just said possible outcome. You have ascending and fresh start. So, it's definitely something major over the weekend here. But it brings beauty. How did that death card end up over here? It brings beauty, higher knowledge. This is like being triumphant. And that song did come out in the weekly read. So again, it is one of those energies over the weekend that for some of you, it's life altering. Even though it seems like it might not be, and it is. Like, it just is. I do want to get my romance angels to see if this is talking about more family or karmic, or you end up in a relationship, or you take a path that leads you to a particular relationship. And it doesn't mean with a person, it just new relations, New something, what's that song? New relationship, new, I don't know, maybe TLC. No. Oh, I never shuffle these cards like this. Whoa. Maybe that's why. What the buckle sticks? Okay. What do we need to know about this energy over the weekend? Any clues, heads up in this situation? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it does have to do with another person. It could be your higher self. It could be your shadow side. But if there is a friend there, and it doesn't have to be sexual because it's not bringing that, there's no intention here on the table like that. It is kind of like getting to know you. It is kind of like possibly more trust. So make sure whatever this is between you, friend, family member, animal, whatever it is that might be for you, again, this could be somebody brand new, and you have very strong women in your family that do want you in this situation, but at the same time, maybe you feel like they don't. It's each for your own. Anything else in regards to this energy, please? Angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to the angels and allow us to take on your burdens. So this is spirit really wanting you to Enjoy yourself. Archangel Raphael, so both are Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. That would make sense with the cycle being here because you are ascending. It could be forgiving yourself. You could just find yourself in a certain situation and here it is, but it's healing. I love it. I do like it a lot. I am getting pulled to teal, what he's wearing around his head there. Let's get one more. You know what to do. Archangel Ariel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. But see, I think that's like being that whole guided like thing. You got compassion at the soften your heart with respect to the situation and let the people involved and all the people involved, including yourself. So yeah, this is the end of the Ten of Swords scenario with somebody. You might end up, rekindling maybe an old flame. You could be making amends with a best friend or like a coworker, a family member. Because Spirit is basically saying, let this person in. And for some reason, it does come with forgiving yourself or them forgiving you or you forgiving them. Again, remember I said like somebody younger that passed over too. It's like I'm getting that older and younger. So a masculine energy could be feminine, but like a younger masculine energy. It could be a brother. This would be somebody who's already been passed over. It could just be one of your spirit guides. It could be one of your friends that passed away. Like for instance, like don't want to get into it, but one of my great friends, Danny, that passed away, my OGs know the story. And everything went down the way it was absolutely meant to go down. This could be like, say it's my story, that could be that energy. Or it could be my cousin that passed away. Like I do feel like there is a younger energy that has already passed away that happens to be with you this weekend. If you're older, if you lost a son like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, like it, even as a baby, it's like this energy's here. It's because it's such a major transit. Like this could be a miscarriage, and that has a lot to do with your Chiron too. But for some reason, it just really feels like there's also a younger energy here protecting you along with older feminine women. And it could be younger feminine, but not too young, like a mother figure or somebody who wanted to be a mom. Very fertile energy, guys, this weekend too, but it could be, I'm hearing fertile myrtle. The fertile could just be like swapping of energies. If there's, sex, there's fluids. It is something like what, but I guess just let it be, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. But that's more of like a sadder song, which is not what I'm getting. I'm getting like no, but it's not. I mean, this could be a message for you, that song, Let It Be, Let It Be. Maybe it was, yeah, see, I'm telling you, this feels like somebody who passed away. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Like, it makes sense, like an angel card, right? But Danny was my age. And I'm getting that vibe. And there's one song that always comes on, and I'm usually always thinking about him, or he's saying hi. Because I am getting, and I'm actually getting anxiety thinking like that's the scenario. You do have anxiety down here. Man, guys, you got a lot of different scenarios going down this weekend, but it all has to do with what's next in your life. So I will say that, there's definitely some spirit guides here, or friends, hand prelude, or friends, like, because there's Danny. All right, so everything happens, for a reason. So again, I just lost my 35-year-old cousin. No, not even 2 months ago. Like, so some of you definitely hear they're like, you have the strength, because I'm hearing, give me the beat, boys, to free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Because that's the song that he sends. It's the song I started hearing when I found out about the situation when he was first in the hospital. And then I started putting it together. And that song was on. I could barely breathe when I got the news. Because I even felt like, passing away. You do have bad news here. But I think, again, that is linked over here. But like, to me, that's karmic. I'm not saying someone here is going to pass away. This is somebody who's already passed away. And the multiple energies, especially strong feminine energies on your side of the family. Others of you could have had a miscarriage, and it's like the wisdom, the knowledge, being older and then younger. It's like you have somebody helping you get through this. You could be aware of who it is, or maybe you're not aware of who it is. Love you. I don't want to cry looking at him right now. But, during this transit for you guys, man, I mean, the amount of guidance, spiritual guidance, you'd think you'd feel it and it'd be a little overwhelming, but I feel like you're having like a fun, carefree, you are like questioning like your weekend, but it seems fun. Like, there's nothing here negative. And, well, the feelings, the old, the past, the cycles, right? But clearing that up, letting go of the Ten of Swords, letting go of ruin, letting go of how the past went down and what the future can hold. But I feel like it's being done like inconspicuously, even though you kind of know what's going on. But it's like you don't know where it stands, but you will. And this could be like the aftermath of something going down and you being like, whoo, or you just don't see it coming. You know, but again, some of you, this could be maybe somebody already passed. Like this feels like somebody already passed, guys. It doesn't feel like there's a death. It feels like there's a death, but that's more of like the Phoenix over here in a positive way, in the death of, you know, trauma or betrayal, emotions, you know, especially your Chiron, deep, lots of depth. So you could be just shocked with yourself. You could be getting to know somebody a little better. Maybe this is, you know, maybe you are going to some type of like wake or funeral or memorial or something, and maybe you don't know this person, but you're with somebody and you're just like, oh my God, this person had a beautiful life. It's so tragic that I got cut short. Or, you know, it doesn't seem to bring sorrow. You know, so say these energies passed away and this weekend, like, you really feel their warmth. Which is a beautiful sign, which is, you know, which is absolutely beautiful. You could have a playful energy this weekend, a playful energy about you, or again, like a ghost, like a playful energy, not like kids, unless it's like you being like a kid at heart or something like that. But this is more, I'm hearing profound. This is more, you don't really know what to do, but you're doing it. And it's, you are etching something in pavement or carving something into wood, like without really knowing, like you know it, but not to the extent of like what you really know. Because you are walking a brand new path. You are creating, you are manifesting. It's already here. You have the tools. You're working with the elements over here, you know, with the 4 of Cups, keeping your options open. What do you want to do? Or is it time for you to shut down certain options? Work on this while you excel, while you ascend, while you get work situated, why, you know, you're healing from somebody who passed away. Like, it is life altering, not life altering like somebody passes away, because that's always life altering, but like this is life being altered after like death. And again, could be metaphorically speaking, but if it was more metaphorically speaking, I wouldn't have brought Danny out and brought out my cousin. You know, so it's strength, you know, to speak the truth and to stop certain cycles. And it's great. I just got pulled up here, so let me just look up here again real quick. The cat indicates flattery. Near number 6 foretells a person with injury, which we do not have a number 6 up here. This number 6 is actually number 51. If near 29 and 30, it denotes strife. You don't have a 29 or but it's not near 30, so that's good. This rod near predicts family quarrels, distant losses. Could be some type of losses here. Like somebody might lose you forever in the sense of they waited too long to say something, or, you know, there's a finality and a new beginning. There's no question. There's no in between. Whatever this reading is for, it might not feel like an instant shift overnight, but it is, which is wild. So don't like ponder over thinking like, oh my God. Like, no. This is something that's just going to kind of like flow, but you don't know what you're kind of getting yourself into, but you don't. It leads to beautiful. The pig weather fair are near is a good omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance, high honors with ambition obtained, which is great. Speaking of all the number 10s that you have on board. The order denotes honor, recognition of labor, near 48, a sign of business success. That's 41, 7. Business, again, will pick up. You got to put work into it. You're being guided. You also have helpers, whether you're aware of it or not. It could be earthbound or galactically. Roses indicate beauty and rugged health. Bouquet of flowers, an absolute indication of long and happy life with the 10 of Pentacles, especially if there's children here and nearby. Extraordinary honors of fame. So, you know, you guys as children could eventually be in the spotlight or the high honors. Like Jade just made high Dean's List for her bachelor's degree in nursing. And you know, more good news. The Lion, prestigious, sudden shock of bad news. Again, it could be somebody else's downfall here. The Rod near predicts family quarrels distant. And it is distant. There was some drama with the 5 of Wands, but the 5 of Wands didn't want to come out. Good morning. So it's like something gets situated here in the midst of all of this. I do want to throw one more card. How'd you sleep?
Fine.
Awesome. I'll be done this soon.
Where's the vacuum?
Where's the vacuum?
Yeah.
In the boiler room?
Can I plug it into this real quick?
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to plug that in, though, because I unplugged it last night.
Plug what in?
The extension cord.
Okay.
Some people, it's going to be like a hard loss for them or something. Like, I don't know if it triggers somebody to like do drugs. I don't know. Your happiness triggers somebody. I'm telling you. Spirit's not having it, though. You don't got to worry about that. Tell me about number 51, please. Number 32, a mountain nearby indicates the presence of a mighty enemy. I just wanted to clarify the Lion, the sudden shock of bad news. And then you have the mountains nearby indicate a presence of, yeah, so you got enemies out. You do have people out there that are not going to be happy. See, a park foretells a new love when near, if distance, false friends. So that you, like I said, there is people here that are not going to be happy that you're happy, which is wild to me. But I mean, I guess it's the reality of a situation here. Because this is, if near 30 denotes strife, but it's not near. If near, the number 6 foretells personal injury. But you don't have the number 6. If near 29 and 30 denotes strife. You do have some here, but it's kind of far, but you do have it next to like bad news and then enemies. So why you have this energy of somebody that is not going to be happy with your next move, I don't think it doesn't feel, what's my pendulum? It doesn't feel obvious. But some drama, because that Five of Wands wanted to pop out too. But I'm telling you, this honestly feels more like too bad, so sad. Like, you know, it can be a family member, it can be a friend. You're going to be happy, but other people are not going to be happy for you. But I guess who gives a fucking shit, guys? Honestly, like, you're ascending, you're guided, you're making your own choices. You could have an ex here, or, you know, you just got done with an ex or something. People don't think they're any good for you, or, you know, it's one of those situations when the aftermath, when somebody finds out, you know, they lose their shit because you're no longer, you know, stuck on them, or whatever wild fucking crazy dynamic it is here. It does feel like there's definitely people that won't be happy for you, which is fucking crazy. Too bad, so sad, I guess. And, you know, I'm sorry if it happens to be a family member sitting next to the Ten of Pentacles, but it could be anything long term, like even a long term friendship, you know, or again, you thought you had loyalty, trust, something, and you know, in regards to work, and next thing you find out, like, you lose a job, you know, and it's like, you want forgiveness? Fuck you. I'll forgive myself, but fuck you to you, because it's a thing. You don't got to forgive both to forgive. Forgive yourself. You don't need closure. You don't need, you know, you don't need, like, you don't need to explain. Like, so you know, I don't think it's going to be like instant, but it's one of those things where you probably already know some people are going to be like, what are you thinking? I don't see that stopping you, though. Not even the tiniest bit. And I don't think this is like a warning, like, hey, pay attention. You know, this might not be good for you. No, whatever this is, you know, puts you on a beautiful path with somebody. And you're healing a scenario. Other people don't like to see other people happy, guys. And it looks like this is one of those fucking transits where other people won't be happy with your happiness. I'm really sorry that, you know, something like that is going on here, but try not to think about that. You know, there's try not, yeah, don't even think about that is what I'm getting. Like, don't ask for other people's fucking opinions here. You know, like, too many opinions with these Seven of Cups. Who gives a fuck? You want to be with somebody at the end of the day, be with that person. You want to get a pet, get that fucking pet. Like, fuck these people. You choose to be friends with this person, fuck you. This is my friend. And now I know where fucking loyalty lies. You know, especially fake friends, enemies. Like I said, enemies, fake friends. You know, because they're going to be like, what are you thinking? Or, you know, I'm going to support you, but, you know, good chance you're going to get hurt again, or a good chance, you know, you're going to do this or that. And that's not cool either. So you might have all these energy out here, like with spirit or whomever this is, you know, making sure you stay separate from that energy over the weekend while you work with another energy. It's almost like spirit won't even let it come through, but for some of you, it is coming through. You really do have a beautiful reading here. And you have the magician, you have the composer, you have the weaver, you're working with all the elements, you have the star, you know, you have the wanderer, 3 of cups, you know, 9 of cups, the fool, the magician. I don't, thank you.
I'm just putting it back.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really want it.
Oh.
Like that. Yeah, I was referencing the vacuum. And you are clearing a cycle here, but you know, somebody always has something to say, and somebody has something to freaking say, or spirit is gonna keep you blocked from that energy this weekend. Like I'm telling you, like you are making a choice, and I do think you're aware of it, but it's almost like you're not aware of it. It is unexpected, and I do think that it does come from your energy, and you're kind of shocked that you're even willing to maybe forgive a certain situation, or this is saying, you know, like spirit's like, I'm done with you forgiving certain situations, you know, when, you know, somebody just puts you in certain mindsets or makes you feel like you don't have options, or the options you're taking is the wrong route. You know, it does feel like spirit is not putting you in that situation. So honestly, this tower, I do want to clarify a couple more things, even though I'm giving you the information as we go. But to me, this tower does demote happiness, demote, this right here, the deck I literally just had. Let's do it one more time. What do you want to tell us about the tower? Because to me it denotes happiness. Hi. But for you, happiness. Somebody else that's like in their thoughts is definitely going, hey buddy, Cade, here, let me give you my water. I know, here though. Grandpa left. I don't know where he went for the deck. Ice and water, please. Sit around and medicate. Yeah, it's like someone is gonna sit around and be like fucking grouchy or something, but you're gonna be fucking triumphant here. Tell me about this tower for my spirituals. The tower for my spirituals. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this deck. The shepherd indicates an intense love of life or a strong fellow feeling. Yeah, see that it's like unexpected. And then the tower and then this other tower for this other energy, whatever it is, that is not going to be happy with you. Because I literally have the goosebumps here. I just pulled that because it felt like that. It's beauty, rugged health. And that was actually the card that came out with the tower. So I'm contemplating, do I even want to read? What's this hater energy? Any indication? Number 11, a fox's close proximity, distrust of acquaintance who are seeking to betray you, distant, less dangerous. Yeah, see, so keep your distance, like, but I think honestly, I feel like you're being distant, not to this energy. Spirit's making sure that like this energy is not going to interfere. Because this could come like out of nowhere. And I know, you know, if I was to get together with certain exes or take someone back, it would be like, what the actual fuck? Like, depending on like, you know, shit scenarios. And like, for instance, ex-husband, never, ever, ever in the book of forever. Like, I think my kids would disown me. You know, like it's something like that. And that would just be wild for something like that to happen, but it could happen, you know. And if that's the message for you and it makes you happy, then yeah, your kids might not be happy. That was actually a perfect example, because my kids would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, ma? You know, like, I'd be disrespecting myself and my children. They love their father. Dad will always be dad and always be number one dad to them, you know. But in regards to me, my kids would be like, fuck. Like, they probably wouldn't even come and visit. You'd think, oh, family's back together again. No, you'd have more kid issues than you ever did. And if you didn't have kid issues, you would then. You know, like, so there's some people where, guys, like, it's a no, 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 no. But then I'm getting, yeah. You know, so again, this could be somebody you spend your life with. Because I am talking about an ex. Not awful, just the things that went down are awful, you know. Not calling them out like that. I'm just giving you a prime example. It wasn't a good ending, you know. But again, this could be the start of a very intense love of life, or a feeling where it feels right, and other people are going to try to tell you it's fucking no. And they can go suck cocks. I usually say they can go kick rocks, but they can go suck cocks. So there's that. Maybe we just leave it as, you know, go suck a cock, go gag on somebody's fucking, like, I don't know what type of fucking message that is, but, you know. Because I do think someone's going to be, like, choked up with it, like, huh? And guys, some of you, it's like family, which is the oddest fucking thing. But again, my family would think I'm fucking officially a lunatic if I ever went in a certain direction, and I wouldn't blame them. I would say, pull me out of that situation, you know, like, but I know that will never happen for me, because I've already mourned certain situations. It doesn't mean I can't forgive and move on, you know, but never ever in the book of forever would that ever be a thing. You know, but, you know, in somebody else's world, mind, and la la land, they could be thinking about you, you know, and are not happy that you're with someone else. Maybe somebody always thought, like, you wouldn't be with somebody. Like, okay, using my ex-husband, he's not an, okay, I don't want to say, I'm just saying, like, I do remember one time, and I said it to my OGs before, he literally said, you'll never find a man, you got 4 kids. And I laughed at him. I laughed. It didn't even hurt my feelings. I was like, what a stupid thing to say. Like, I really thought it was, like, literally the dumbest thing to come out of his mouth, because blended families are the best. And then your children get that extra mentor. So don't let someone, like, take you down that way, like emotional, verbal abuse, you know, because you will have people that will not be happy about this situation. Are you guys laughing at me? Yeah, go choke on a cock. Or suck a cock. I don't even remember what I said, but now I just feel like they should be choked. Choke on that, motherfucker. How's that feel? Odd, right? Feels fucking odd. Because you are fucking odd. Whoever the fuck these people are. So, anywho, you guys get my point, right? So it is kind of like unexpected out of nowhere, and it could be for other people too, but whatever this is for you, don't look at it as life altering. It is, but that's not a decision you're making. It's not like, do I leave the country or not? That's a huge decision. If that's part of your read right now, I'd say fucking do it. If that's you. And other people, family members, might not be happy, but that looks good. I'm getting that demotes good something. So these cards are still talking to me. But it's a good thing. Make that move, you know. If you lose a job, something like that, something's not working out, it's because where you're at in life, you're not incorporating, other life things. And if you're just working on one thing and hoping, for the best, but not incorporating other things that you need in life, it could be taken from you too. Like some people will be laid out. They will get sick. They will catch a cold. There will be an accident. I am here in a car accident, bike accident, not death, but it gives the other person something to think about, There is something here that is going to work out for you, even if you feel like this isn't going to work. Why am I doing this? This is bringing me anxiety. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Follow through with it, guys. Even if it feels like, I don't know, just do it. Spirit's telling me to just do it. And yeah. See how something plays out over the weekend. And I'm getting something. Something must be big on Monday. Summer solstice is Sunday, 2 days away, depending on where you are in the world. We are dealing with Chiron over the weekend too. And we're also, I know there's something going on with Neptune, which can be very illusionary energy or delusional energy. And again, I can see that from so many different points of view, but you got a new start here with the 7 of Cups. Like, you have options. Like, even if you were to say yes to marriage, like, you guys still have those 7 of Cups to fill. But, that Fool Magician, it also came along. The Fool came along with the Star. The Magician came along with the 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups. It's like your everyday freaking happiness. Like, that Tower comes in and it's unexpected, but it's healing. It's secure. It's wrapping up something in your birth chart, guys. And it probably does give you a little anxiety. But again, this feels like somebody else's energy in the sense of you ghosting them, or they feel like you're not going to be part of their lives anymore. Like the 5 of Pentacles was here. And maybe it is the other person. You're thinking to yourself, oh, well, no, it's not molecule. It's not, if it is who you're dealing with, there is a lesson here that it is or was learnt. The cycle is stopping if you're wondering, like, oh, well, am I going to find myself in this situation again? Everybody, that might cross their mind, but this energy is basically saying you need to wipe the fucking slate clean. And you're going to be very triumphant at it. And you might even ending up in a destined situation over the weekend. And for a lot of you, it's still positive. It's so positive. Like, you can draw something or create something. Like, your whole life for a shit ton of people is changing over the weekend. This might be one of those things too, where it's like false friends, this and that. And, because you get with the right one, there's going to be a lot that fall off your path because jealousy or never make it work, haters, naysayers, so this does have to do with like a new animal, a new job, a new friend, a new move, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a relationship. It is something that will bring you happiness. And this could be like the love of your lifetime, and you're looking at the past being like, no fucking way. But whatever this is, you're not being forced into it. You might be getting guided and you're a little unsure and unclear. But to me, like, you're not Xing anything out. You're going to ride it. You're going to ride it out. Ooh, I got pulled to the wave. So you are riding the wave out. So you're about to go in another level of evolving. You're stepping up some levels when it comes to the world evolving. Like you're right there. It might not feel like it, but you most definitely are. Thank you.
I filled this one up.
You really switching cups on me? I was gonna say there's no way you washed this.
Huh?
There's no way you washed it.
What?
The cup.
That cup?
Oh, you did? No, the cup is so hot. Are your hands fucking hot right now? Or your belly? You got a fever? You just made my cup, a metal cup, really hot.
I'm fine.
I felt your warmth.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's fine, though. I think your cup is fine.
Yes, I think my cup is fine too. So, again, maybe you experience a warmth over the weekend. Again, unexpected. You know, that much body heat giving off to like a metal. What is this? An awala? Awala? How do you say awala? So, you know, it's like cold, you know? Not like that cold, like it's insulation, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So, warm body heat, there's a lot of body heat. Beautiful read, guys. I don't think you need to worry about the aftermath of anything. It's everybody else's consequences to your happiness. It's so crazy that readings like this, you know, still take place, and there's still people out there, you know, like that and not happy for you.
Okay.
Love you.
Hello.
Love you.
Is there another straw up there? Or just the only one?
There's some more down there, right side of the cabinet. Is that like my chewy straw?
It's just a little small, and it's not chewy at all.
Oh, I have my chewy ones in there.
Yeah, I'll take this green one. It's clean?
Yep.
Okay. You want this one? You don't even need a straw.
No. Silicone. Not chewy, but in case you guys are listening, it's just a silicone straw.
It's a chewy straw, though.
It's a chewy straw.
You could chew on it if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, that's because we're talking about like a Yeti. I've literally chipped a tooth on a Yeti straw before.
Love it.
Love ya.
Thank you.
Not paying attention. So I bought silicone straws. I think the silicone straws. I don't know. They're fucking amazing. Chewy straws. What a beautiful read, guys. Honestly. You know, this is another chapter of your life, and you are going to be happy. Again, you might be like, what am I doing? But keep doing it. I instantly felt that tower was good news for you. But you had the card, bad news for others. Like I said, like I am so sorry you have family members or friends around you like that will not be supportive, and they think you might be making a mistake. But it's just going to be easier for you to weed out the right people. You know? So. I love you too. You guys are very welcome. Like, never mind. I feel you throwing off clothes and changing in the middle of the night. All the hot flashes. Yeah. So,
You should probably open that.
open what? The window?
Yeah, it's super nice.
Super breeze out?
No humidity. Yeah, and it's, yeah.
Okay. I'm on it. Thank
Right.
you. You got both yours cracked?
Yeah, but I also just checked my phone and like made sure. But yeah, it's good.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so kids are building a new Barn with their dad this weekend, even though I don't get to enjoy the farm after divorce. I'm glad they. Yeah, that's awesome. But see, there's still something coming in for you, Aim. Though that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be like this inconspicuous thing, but it brings in a new chapter. Maybe all your kids getting together with him, is a sign of like a chapter closing and beginning for you. Because even your kid's father or your kid's mother, you're still linked to them regardless. You have children together. You are meant for that to happen. Whether it's karmic or not, if it ends up shitty, if it ends up you guys being friends, it doesn't matter how the fuck it goes down. People want to say you're not fucking linked. You share fucking children. You've been swapping fucking energy and fluids. Like, come on, don't be fucking naive. There'll always be that bond. That bond does not break. It breaks in a different way. It could break karma. It could break conditioning. That link, I should say, will always be there. And explaining it in a way to like Amy and others that are listening, when things like that or family gets together, like I remember, I think last time all the kids were all in one like spot with him, and it kind of felt nice. Because it is nice. It's supposed to feel that way, right? But then there's other times where, it's just not. But I can also tell, like me, more sensitive, and I can feel if like there's a reason why everything is happening, and just because it's linked to not your side of the family, but it's your children, you still always have that link. And for them to all getting together and doing a porch, which is great, but that also brings a new beginning for you as well. A lot of people don't understand that concept. So that's the way it should be, Amy. That's the beauty of it. Absolutely. But you don't always get that, Co-parenting is not, you just don't always get it. The two of you were clearly mentally mature and put your foot down where your foot needed to be down, so nobody else got to interfere, which is beautiful. That doesn't work out for everybody, though. But my kids still have amazing morals, so yeah, they want to see you happy. Yeah, same with my kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, they would be mad at me if I went backwards, But so I guess using that was a prime example, even though it felt like I shouldn't use it. So that's a sign for you too, though, Maybe you got to call out people you don't want to call them out, but sometimes, you got to call them out. Might be uncomfortable for them, but I'm not the one that put us in this situation. So why do I got to keep my mouth shut? And yeah, it could be a process for everybody. It could be like that down the road for us, and it will all be good. I'm okay with that too. It's not like, oh my God, I never want that to happen again. Like, oh no, hell no, I'm that person for sure. I'm okay with it, it just, the dynamics, that's all. But it does feel like there is other people's downfalls here as your life expands, and that's huge, and it is karmic. But this is just our timeline right now, and it's a beautiful fucking timeline. There will be other people you thought would be on that timeline with you, but they won't be. And that's okay. That is a good thing. I don't think anyone's even sad about that. This is like a completely different spiritual message. Even if you're going through a breakup, for my spirituals, like, this reading would still have a lot of depth for you. You would still find some type of positive insight. I mean, the Magician, the Fool, the Magician, Temperance, the Empress, you have the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is a beautiful fucking reading, even if it seems chaotic and you don't know what the fuck is going down yet. You can't get a better reading than this. And, you know, your rise will be other people's downfalls when they thought they were on top of the fucking world. But what did they create? Nothing but chaos. It got them nowhere. You know, still bitching about their own relationship, still bitching about, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what this will be. That is not what this will be, because you actually have people on the other side helping this come together for a reason. So if you are like, I don't know, well, that's the reason why. Because you're in, I don't know. The Spirit wants to make sure you do know. Baby, you can do it. Take your time. Do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight. I love you guys so fucking much. Have a safe weekend. And I will be with you guys soon. Love you, love you, love you. Love you. Enjoy the rain. Enjoy life. Right? I love how Spirit was like, yeah, it's really just my video. But yep, let's just emphasize on enjoying life. Give me that life force. I'll give it back. Give and take. Love you guys so much. Bye. You're very welcome. Yes. Love you guys. Love you all. You're very welcome. Bye, guys.